What's up, everybody? It's Jordan, and welcome to the Sports Behind Show. In this video, I want to be doing a New Orleans Saints offseason preview. I want to be doing a free agency mock, a through and mock draft from PFF, and be doing a Saints 2023 record prediction based on the moves that I did in this video. So let's go ahead and get started here. So looking at the Saints, they were 7-10 this past season, and their team needs heading into the offseason. They could really use help at quarterback, wide receiver, corner, and guard. And currently, the Saints are in a terrible spot because they are currently negative $33 million in cap space. And, this is nothing new to the Saints. It seems like they've had issues being over the cap for the past several years now. And one thing they normally do is just convert contracts. They convert these contracts into signing bonuses. And, they're going to have to be doing this a lot this next couple of weeks so they can get, under the cap. They convert the contracts of Cameron Jordan, Andrews Pete, Alvin Kamara, Taysom Hill, Demario Davis, and they cut kicker Willie Lutz. They would be above the cap. They would have $9 million in cap space opposed to the negative $33 million that they are currently in right now. So if they make those moves, they'll have about $10 million in cap space to be able to spend and maybe re-signing some of their own guys, maybe trying to get an outside free agent or two for New Orleans. But still, that's not enough to get you a big free agent for the Saints. And I only have them re-signing one guy here. I had them re-signing quarterback Andy Dalton to a 2-year contract. I know some Saints fans might not like Dalton a ton, but he was serviceable this past year, 18 touchdowns and just 9 interceptions. And when you also look at this, I know I did not include Michael Thomas and Jameis Winston, but I think both of those players are going to be post-June cuts because they would save more money that way. I think it's evident that the Saints team likes Andy Dalton more than Jameis Winston, especially, they, stuck with Dalton once Winston came back from his injury, but I have them re-signing Andy Dalton to a 2-year contract worth $10 million. So really that's the only re-sign there. And honestly, free agency-wise, they don't really have enough money to hardly sign anybody. I mean, they have about $3 million after that. And that's honestly kind of a generous signing by Dalton. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he got a little bit more than that. The $5 million I have him there. So looking at this through and mock draft from PFF, the New Orleans Saints, they do not have their original first-round pick because they traded with the Philadelphia Eagles last season. But they still have a first-round pick because Sean Payton is now the head coach of the Broncos, and the Saints got a first-round pick with Payton leaving for Denver. And with that first-round pick, I have the New Orleans Saints getting wide receiver Jalen Hyatt from Tennessee. I love this pickup so much. He had 67 receptions this past year, over 1,200 receiving yards, and 15 receiving touchdowns. I don't know if Michael Thomas will be on this team this upcoming year, and their wide receiver core is not what it used to be. Getting a guy like Jalen Hyatt here with a 29th pick overall is a tremendous pickup here. If the team need, you can make a case that this might be one of the best players available here as well. This is a fantastic pickup here for the Saints here in the first round. Round 2 here, like I said, they could use help at guard. They take TCU guard Steve Avila. He's probably the best guard here by far. The only really other guard who could possibly be available here is O'Cyrus Torrence from Florida, and I highly doubt he would be available here. Steve Avila, nice pickup here with the 40th pick. I really don't think he's going to be available with their next pick, and that is the 71st pick overall. And with that selection, they take Boise State safety J.O. Skinner. I love this pickup here. J.O. Skinner is extremely underrated. The last 2 seasons, he's had over 150 tackles combined. He's had 6 interceptions, 7.5 tackles for loss. He's just not getting the national recognition that he deserves, in my opinion. He should be way higher on draft boards than what he is. He's also 6'4". That's pretty big for a safety. And I just love this pickup here for the Saints. I think it'll be great for the New Orleans secondary. But J.O. Skinner there in the 3rd round with the 71st pick overall. And when you look at the Saints team, looking at their 2023 schedule, kind of doing a record prediction here based on the moves that I did in this video. So they play Atlanta, Carolina, Green Bay, and Houston. I think they win 1, maybe 2 of those games. They play the Colts, Vikings, Falcons, and Panthers. I think they win 1, maybe 2. Buccaneers, Bears, Lions, and Jaguars, 1, maybe 2. And Titans, Buccaneers, Rams, Patriots, and Giants. So when you're looking at this Saints schedule this upcoming season, based on the moves that I did in this video, I had the Saints going 7-10 again. And I know, it's disappointing not to improve your win total from the year before, but it's just kind of hard for me to buy more hype into this Saints team when they still have Andy Dalton as their quarterback. They don't have a top pick to get one of these top quarterbacks like C.J. Stroud or Bryce Young. They don't have enough money to get a guy like Derek Carr or some of these other guys. They're probably going to have to just re-sign Andy Dalton, because I really don't think they're going to end up keeping Jameis Winston. But I have the Saints going 7-10 this upcoming year based on the moves that I did in this video. Comment who you want the Saints to sign in free agency. Comment who you want the Saints to draft this upcoming year. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're new to the channel or you've seen my videos before, I would really, really appreciate it if you could like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you all next time on the Sports Stu Hines Show.